Hey guys, okay, so this is my weekly update video, and basically I've just been running through some things I've sold, some things I've picked up, some really strange things have happened during the week. And first of all, I'm just going to give you some sales. I sold, to be honest, I haven't sold much. This has been a really slow week for me. Um, but I sold a Nintendo DS My Sims game. It had no manual. I picked it up for 50 pence, and that sold for 3.99. So not that much in that really. I did sell the Roberts R309 radio, which I picked up for £2.50. I kind of got the idea of looking for radios and audio equipment after watching Zahir's videos, and he picked up a Roberts radio himself, a different one, or at least I believe it was a different one, but still Roberts and still in really good condition. And I paid £2.50 on Gumtree, and that was sold for £24.99. And the strange thing about that is when I listed it, there was two that had previously sold on eBay. And I think there was one currently listed on eBay, and there was one selling for £8. Oh, sorry, one that sold for £8, and one that sold for £19.99. So I thought, you know what, I'll go in at 25 quid to see what happens. And literally within 30-40 minutes it sold, just like that. So I thought, well, maybe I've undersold this, for it to go that quickly. Someone has seen it and thought that's a good price, I'll have that now. But I really don't know what the ceiling is for those radios, and I'm still happy with £25. It's the most recently that one has gone for on eBay, so I'm happy with that. But I think in future, if I ever get one, I might try 35 with offers to see what happens. But yeah, I'm happy with 25 quid for a £2.50 outlay. So the next one was the Minions King Bob pop vinyl figure. That went for £12.99, and a bit of a weird story with this one, because I tend to offer free postage with all my listings. Recently, I've started to just put a little bit of postage on. So I might, to be honest, I might take that off again and just have free postage. It's a lot easier, and your listings get seen a bit better if they're free postage. So, or at least that's in my experience. So, but anyway, that aside, I listed it, and for some unknown reason, I don't know why, but for some reason, it put £4.99 postage on top. It's going to a UK seller, so it's not the global shipping program. But yeah, it's gone to a UK seller, and so I listed it for £12.99. This was something I picked up for £1 in a charity shop. £12.99 with £4.99 postage, and they're very light. They're very small. I would have never charged £4.99 postage. So clearly, I must have selected the wrong postage policy. Usually, I have lots of templates, so I can just choose which one I want depending on the item, and it's usually for me free plus global shipping program, or it says, I call it free plus GSP. So I know that it's free UK delivery, but it's in the global shipping program, so we'll sort it, all good. And but yeah, so it sold. It sold within a day, even with the £5 postage. I've already got feedback from the guy, and he posted like really good, great delivery rate. Postage was fair, was, yeah, postage. I can't remember the words he put. Yeah, a fairly priced postage. That was it. And I'm thinking, well, it's not really, £5 just for that. But he paid. He's happy, and I made some money, which is good. So, next up is the Mad About You Season 1 DVD, Region 2 DVD. And Mad About You is a US TV show. I bought it because I'm a big fan of someone called Helen Hunt, who's in it. And unfortunately, I bought the first series because I'd planned to buy the rest. But unfortunately, even till today, and this is quite an old show now, but even till today, they've never released the final season. Not in a box set or by itself. So unfortunately, there's not really much I can do to complete that pack until they do. And on the day of them releasing it, they'll probably release it in a big pack anyway and call it a 20-year or 30-year anniversary. So, you know, considering that this show was running kind of along the same lines as Friends, because her character, Helen Hunt's character in Mad About You, was in Friends, an episode of Friends, as that character. Because Lisa Kudrow, who played Phoebe in Friends, was also in Mad About You as a ditzy waitress who turned out to be Ursula, Phoebe's sister. So there was kind of a mix. They kind of mixed in both shows at times. But anyway, I sold that for £6, and that was one of my own, and I paid that up for 50 pence originally. So not too bad, not too bad there. I sold another Skylanders Swap Force Gil Grunt plush. I've still got like 4 up there, 5 up there to sell. They've been slow sellers. I bought, for those of you who don't know, the video's still up, but I basically bulked bought from an Amazon seller, and he had Spyro, Trigger Happy, and Gil Grunt, and I bought just like 20 or 30 of these. I can't remember how many, and exactly, but Spirals all went so quick. They went really, really quickly, which you'd expect. And the Trigger Happy was a strange one because he suddenly went. Like no one was interested in him at all. I think I sold 1 out of 10 of him, or 8 of him, and then just nothing. And then suddenly 1 week, 6 or 7 sold in 1 week. So what happened, or maybe it got deleted or something, or maybe the price went up on Amazon, and I was suddenly the cheapest. I have no idea, but he went. But the Gil Grunts have stayed around, and they're really hanging around now. So I dropped the price to $4.99, and I sold one of those. Also, I sold the Gavin and Stacey, the complete collection. I think I paid, I think it was £2. This was one of my own collection again, so £2 ages ago, a year and a half ago, something like that. And I sold that for 9. So, well, £8.95 I sold it for. But yeah, that's really. Oh, and 2 other sales actually. I sold something that I'm so pleased about, and it's not because of the profit, but it's because of what it represents and stood for. And it's basically a map of Nevada. And for those of you that have been watching my videos from the very start, my very first video, or my very first haul video at least, had these maps in, 3 maps. And they're the AAA road maps from the United States. And I had these maps 50 pence each, so 150 outlay for all 3 of them. And it was shortly after watching Nick Hills, and obviously I was trying to take in as much information as possible from Nick. So obviously I bought a lot of board games, a lot of Trivial Pursuits, a lot of maps, because I heard him say, you know, if you can get some maps, they sell really well. So I picked some of them up, and I did a check for the prices on Amazon, and one was like £6, one was 26, and one was £78. The California one I think was £78, and I thought, you know what, this picking stuff is easy. I've just spent 150 and I've made over 100. Well, of course I was inexperienced then, and I didn't realise that. Well, I realised, but I didn't realise how hard it would have been to actually sell them at that price. What people want for something and what it's worth are 2 different things. So I've had these maps, and they've been consistently online trying to sell. As long as I've been a seller, these maps have been online. So it's not like I've only just got around to listing them. They've been online. And I lowered them to £10, then I lowered them to 8 or 6. I dropped them down to $4.99 each, and finally one has sold. So the Nevada and Utah map sold for £5 or $4.99, 50 pence outlay. Not exactly a quick turnaround, considering I've had it since October, November last year. But I'm glad it sold. So, yeah, that's the sales. Like I said, not that much to be honest. Not really quite sure why. I usually sell at least 1 or 2 items every day or 2, but this week has just been so slow. Although in fairness, I did sell something 29th, 28th, 27th, 26th, 24th was a couple of items, 23rd, about 3 or 4 on the 21st. 21st is a good day for me. But yeah, so there's that. Also, a couple of strange things have happened. I finally got around to listing this. I was listing it for like £12.99 with free postage, which was fairly priced. However, I thought, a guy asked me, and he said, "Are you sure there's like 802 pieces in the box?" Now, I have to admit, I didn't count them when I listed it. Should have done. It's stupid. It's an overlook, but I didn't count them, and so I thought, you know what? It looks like there's at least 800 in there. You know, 802, I should say. I mean, there are loads here. I'll take that off. There are loads. I mean, it is to the top. And there's also a little bag here with bits in. So I thought, you know what? Before I answer this guy, I'll count them. So I sat there for the last 10-15 minutes counting the pieces for this, and something strange has happened, because unfortunately there wasn't 802 pieces. However, there was 968. So I assume that it is all in there with extras, but I don't know what the extras are. I don't know if some of the original lot are missing, and the extra, I just assume that the extras, because it comes over to 800, over 800, that it's in there. So I've obviously taken that off of eBay. Lucky enough, no one purchased it. So I don't really know what to do with this, because, like I said, there's like 900. I can't remember what I just said, but 960, 980 something pieces, and there's only supposed to be 802. Just, yeah, 802. So I don't know. I might just ditch it, keep the box, and I can use the box to send something in, I suppose. But we'll see about that. There's a couple of pickups here. I picked up, same charity shop, different day. Picked up this little guy. It's the Despicable Me 2 Pop Vinyls Dave, and it's the number 36. And obviously, as you can see from the back, they do like different lines and stuff. Yeah, I picked him up for 50p. It's not bad, 50p or pounds. I think it was 50p. But the same charity shop, so I'm guessing the same person who took in King Bob has also suddenly taken this one in. So, but yeah, so pretty good. This will go. I've not checked the price of this, but I think it will probably be around the 10 to 12 mark, same as the other guy. It's once again brand new, never been taken out of the box. It's literally brand new. So, so there's that. I picked up this guy after seeing it in another video. I think it might have been Joe's. I'm not 100% sure. But it's the Complete Secret Army DVD box set. And they're all in there. The discs looks like they've never been taken out. The box has got a little bit of corner wear, which you'd expect there and just at the bottom. But it's nothing too great. So that's a good phone. That was Gumtree, £4. And when I watched the video, these were going for like 45-50 quid. I think at the moment I'd only get about 30 quid for it. I don't know if that's because other people have seen perhaps what they're worth and picked them up and are selling them on the cheap. But if I get 30 to 35 for this, I'll be quite happy. It's, it is quite a rare box set. So yeah, 30 to 35 on that I'd expect back. And that was it's £4. And also I picked up a Destination Hogwarts game. Anyone who sold this knows it goes for quite good money. There is a bit of wear, unfortunately, on the corner there and there. But to be honest, everywhere else is mint. Absolutely mint condition. It's it has everything. It has all the envelopes and the board, obviously. Quite quite a big important part. It has all the playing pieces, which you know, got all the playing pieces there. Okay, I can't remember her name, but that's Harry, Emma Watson, and yeah, well, Hermione, but yeah, so they're all there. And I paid, I think, £6 for this, so I paid on the high end. But that's because I got it on Gumtree. So you know, a boot sale, you might pick this up for a couple of quid, but yeah, Gumtree was £6. I didn't mind paying that because I knew I'd get that back. And this currently is listed for $29.99 on eBay. So yeah, I should get good money back on that. And also, this is a good example of doing your research, okay, and a very good example that eBay itself can be the only tool that you need to find out if you're going to make some money. And what happened was, there was basically an auction going on, and it was ending within 5 minutes. And it was just, the auction itself was called All Sorts From My Drawer. Okay, so I thought, well, okay, let's see what this guy's got. So I opened up the picture, and there was like some old coins, some stamps, and my dad likes coins and stamps. So I thought, well, if it turns out to be a bit of a dud, it was on for like £1 or something with 5 minutes left. So I thought, if it turns out to be a bit of a dud, so I can give my dad the coins and the stamps, he'd be happy, and leave it at that. But I did notice something, and it was an Iron Giant figure, and it was only a little figure, it's like literally about that big, nothing, you know, no bigger than the, well, maybe a little bit bigger than the coaster, but yeah, so I didn't think much of it, but I thought, well, I'll type it in to eBay. I'll open up 2 windows, one with the auctioning, so I can zoom into the picture, and one I'll just type in Iron Giant figure. And I saw what I thought was the same figure. So I'm like, I can't believe how much that's going for. It's going for £20, just that one figure. And I thought, you know what, I'll take the risk. Because the one that was selling was a 1999 Warner Brothers promotional figure. So I thought, well, you know, it may not be it may not be the one, but for £1, even if I resell the figure one for a £5 or something, I'll make some money back. And basically, it turned up in this bag, traditional handbag biscuits, and it also had some of these, which I think is just like costume jewelry, gems and rocks and stones and stuff. Which isn't, I mean, that's not what I bought it for, it's just in there, but then the guy that I bought it for was this one here, and that's the Iron Giant, and luckily enough, it is the one that was selling. You may not, if I can change my focus here, you should, just there we go, and it says on it basically 1999 Warner Brothers. Okay, so that's a great find. That's a £20 figure there, and it's all working. All the limbs and that are working, and you can sit him down, and you know, it feels as though he's never really been ever used. It's just in the drawer. They don't know what it is, so they bunged it in an auction. But yeah, so £20 for that one little guy. But also, what was good is there was a whole bunch of these in there as well, and there's some limited edition ones. I know that doesn't really mean too much with these, but there's some limited edition ones, and there are, I think, Jerry Anderson Space Precinct ones, and they're basically Pogs. But I've got about 70 odd here. And I've checked on eBay, and about 70 just in a bundle goes for about £10. So I'm hoping to get £10 for these. However, there's also one of these slammers that are in it as well, and that alone goes for £4.99. So there's £15 there, and there's £20 here, So that's not too bad. £35 return on a £1.30 auction win. So that's pretty good. It's pretty good going. That's of course once they sell. But yeah, I'll show you the costume jewelry. I don't think there's really much I can do with it. I mean, I could just bung it on an auction. But they're all, it's strange because although it's like what I assume to be costume jewelry, they're all like individually, once again, let me change my focus here. There we go. They're all like individually bagged and numbered and stuff. So I don't really know. What it all means, to be honest. Yes, I don't really know what the numbers mean, what they are. It looks like just costume jewelry, but it's a bit strange how you do that with that stuff, really. But never mind. I don't think it's worth anything. I don't want to be one of these guys that turns out throwing away a £500,000 thing, but it just doesn't look. You know, it looks like just costume jewelry that you'd stick on outfits and stuff, you know. But if anyone knows what they are, that'd be nice. And oh yeah, one last thing as far as pickups, and it was this one here. Some of you, if you're in the UK reselling Facebook group, you may have seen me post pictures of this. But I paid £4, and it's basically a Planet Hollywood Hong Kong leather jacket. Okay, there we go, Hong Kong. And it's kind of my first clothing pickup, I believe. I can't remember the others. But yeah, so it's really, really nice. It's great quality. It's got an inside pocket as well. It's all official and that. So, but the problem is, I have no idea how much that's going to sell for. I don't even know if it's worth over the £4. So the reason why I took a risk was online on eBay. I've never seen a Hong Kong one of that variant sell. And I don't mean that they've listed them and they've not sold. They've not even listed them. So I have no idea how much that's worth. Now they sell for between 30 and I mean there's a guy in Germany selling the London one for like €400. So I think he's being very optimistic there, but in the group I was advised put it on at £200 with best offer and gauge the interest. And you know, I think I can't remember how many people have actually looked at the moment. I'm on eBay now, so let's have a quick look. How many people have actually looked at the jacket? Probably not that many because I've not actually had it on that long. Oh, 17. It's not bad actually. 17 people in a day. That's pretty good. It's not bad. Yeah, it's not bad. Because, I mean, the Iron Giant, 8 people have looked at that. No watches, but to be honest, watches don't really mean that much, really. It's buyers that we care about. So, but anyway, yeah, so 17 people in a day, which is pretty good, even at £200. If it's still there after like a month, or even 2 weeks, I might just drop it down to, say, 150. Or 160, 170, something like that. But I paid £4, so that's a good pickup. But yeah, but now the strange stuff. It's been a kind of up and down week really, because like I said, sales weren't that great. It was like little niggling bits that was selling that I wasn't really making much on. But I thought what I'm going to do is, I've got those Corsair plush dolls. If I had that last guy, if I had that last one in the set, I'd be able to sell those for £40, £45, maybe even more, because they don't come up very, very often. So I decided to buy him, and I saw him on eBay for like £7 or something, and I bought the guy down to 5. I think it was 5. Yeah, I bought the guy down to £5 because he had the best offer on it, and he accepted. Yeah, no problem. That's no worries. You can have that. And so I ordered it, and he dispatched it. And I'm going to cover up just my address here, but you can see that, you know, I got it, my name there, and yeah, it's just an empty bag, and you can see that it's ripped on that side, got a hole there, and it's just, there's nothing in there at all. You can see through the hole here. But yeah, so empty bag. The guy's already refunded me. I sent him a message saying the bag was empty. See, what was it looks as if it wasn't actually that well packaged anyway. Because look, I mean, I would never have sent my labels open both ends. The only sellotape top and the bottom. But yeah, so I sent the guy a message. I said, look, obviously it's empty. Not blaming you at all. You know, it's not your fault. It's Hermes. They delivered it. The guy who delivered it basically just handed me 2 items and said, "Here you go, mate," and just ran off basically. And now I know why, because we got a new Hermes delivery guy after the last one was fired for having his car stolen while working. So, but yeah, basically he was, you know, I said to him, "Look, I'm not going to leave you bad feedback. I'm not threatening bad feedback. You did your bit, mate. It happens, you know. But here are some pictures of it to help aid your case with Hermes. Obviously, I'll be wanting a refund because it's not something he's going to say, well, I've got another one out the back if you want it." So, but yeah, so he was good. He said, yeah, no problem, thanks. You know, I've had bad feedback before because of Hermes. So I said, no, I'm not going to, you know, it's Hermes' problem. It's not yours, mate. So I know I'd hate to get bad feedback because of something Hermes have done. So, but yeah, so he was good about it. He's refunded me. It's annoying because I wanted to get that set together and sell that, but it happens. You know, I'll go out and buy another one. Unfortunately, that was the cheapest one I could find, so now I've got to spend 6 or 7 quid just on one plush, so I can put it into a pack to sell for 40. So obviously, the more I spend on it, the less profit I'll get. So because it's something that's so rare, I don't particularly want to just wait around and hope that I see one in a charity shop. So I thought that £5 was an okay spend. If you know, total would have been £9 spent, 35 or 40 back. That you know, I would have done that on other items. Destination Hogwarts, £6 on that, and I'll get 30 back. So it's a range that I'm happy with anyway. But yeah, so that was annoying. But also, there was a couple of issues I had on Gumtree as well. And actually, before I go into that, there was one more thing on eBay, which was an item that just hasn't shown up. It was an aerial from the Little Mermaid version of one of these. And I won it at auction for £1.40, I think. And it's strange because when I won it, I didn't know it wasn't going to turn up, but I had an idea that something was going to go wrong with this. The reason being is that I knew that £1.40 for a brand new, still sealed in the box one of these was too cheap to sell. Charity shops, you know, they're different because they get given them for free. But with eBay, when you're selling a brand new plush, not plush, sorry, pop vinyl figure, you expect to get more than £1.40 for it. So I thought, you know what, I actually expected this woman who was selling it, I expected her to say, oh, I lost it, or oh, it got lost in the post. Sorry, here's your money back, and then she'll reset it at a later date. But she dispatched it. She said it was dispatched, and she marked it as dispatched, and it's just not turned up. So I opened up a case with. Well, actually, I messaged her. I messaged her, got no response at all. So I then opened up a case 24 hours later. After I messaged her, I actually waited like 3 days after the delivery date just to make sure that I did wait long enough. Then I messaged her, got no reply. So 24 hours later, opened up a case with eBay, and unfortunately, she hasn't replied. So it's box Little Mermaid, haven't received yet. Total amount £4.20, and she still hasn't responded. So I think I've got another 3 days to wait. And if she hasn't responded, then eBay will step in and I'll get my money back. It's not an issue, but it's annoying. It's just, you know, it's annoying, and it's annoying because she had really good feedback, but there's just no reply at all. So yeah, it's a shame. I'm just looking at it here, but yeah, it's a shame. So, but yeah, so there was that one that didn't turn up. Obviously, the bag that did turn up but was empty. And then I had a few issues on Gumtree, or a couple of issues on Gumtree. I paid for. There was a few items I was really looking forward to showing you guys, and in some of my recent previous videos, you would have seen me say like, I know I don't want to tell you what they are because I want to show you. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen. I bought a board game, no, I didn't. I bought a PC game, big box PC game, called the Chaos Engine, and it's a game I used to love playing on the Amiga, or my old Amiga 500, I think it was, or 500 plus. And I found it on the PC, and it was selling for like £6, and I thought that's a bit much. But I noticed on eBay it goes for like 30, 35 if complete. And this was mint, absolute mint looking. The guy had been selling for over 2 years, so I was happy with that. And I paid him, no problem. And I was waiting and waiting. It's like 4 days gone by. Nothing turned up. 5 days went by, nothing turned up. And he was only in London, so I'm in Essex. If he was in like Scotland, I'd understand that there's some extra days, delivery times and stuff. But he was in London. I'm in Essex. So nothing at all. Messaged him, got nothing. Messaged him again a day later. He replied saying, "Oh, sorry, I've not posted it yet because I got an email from PayPal saying that your payment is potentially suspicious or fraudulent." So I said, "Well, I don't know why. I mean, I just paid you the money you wanted. I paid you £8 in total, which was for the game and postage. So I don't really know what the problem is. I pay like multiple people every single day, and no one else has complained. So I don't know why you did." And he said, "Oh no, it doesn't matter." He said, "It doesn't matter. I'll drop it in the post tomorrow. Sorry about that. Just I wasn't sure if you were legitimate." Well, I paid you, you know. So, but he said, "Okay, no problem. I'll put it in the post." And I waited 3 or 4 days after that, nothing at all. Got in contact with him again, and got no reply at all. Just ignored, completely ignored. And then about, I don't know, 2 or 3 days later, I contacted Gumtree and I said, "Look, I think I may have been scammed here. I can get the money back from PayPal, so it's not an issue, but I think you should know about the seller." I sent them all of that, the emails and stuff that was between me and him, and they basically got back to me saying that they've now deleted his account. So obviously they must have found something other than just me. I hope it isn't that easy to get someone's account deleted. Otherwise, so I maybe they've had other people complain. Maybe he has sold the same game over multiple times. So although it's only £6 from me, imagine getting £6 from 20 or 30 people every day. So it soon adds up. So yeah, the guy's name was Dominic Willis, or Dom Willis was his Gumtree name. Just be on the watch out for him if he's selling anything PC related. I wouldn't buy from him, to be honest. Not again, anyway. And also, the two that really upset me, or really got me annoyed, was a guy. He was selling for like 3+ years, so I thought he was all right. The stuff he was selling was just like baby car seat, some Mega Bloks, not much, just like odd bits of Mega Bloks, teapot, things like that. So it was nothing that raised flags for me. But two things that he was selling was a toothless Build-A-Bear, and the way when he took his pictures of it, he took pictures of it on a bedspread. It was like a purple and black bedspread, and he was also selling some Disney collection Wally and Eva double mug set on this same bedspread. So I was like, okay, so at least the two items are in the same place. I know they're both his. So I contacted him. I said, "Look, I'm really interested in both, and if I can have them both, that would be great. However, I'm a bit far away." I wasn't. I think he was actually in London, but so I'm a bit far away. Would you be able to send them to me if I paid you a good postage amount? And so he said, "I don't know. I'll check tomorrow. I'll check how much these things cost." He said, "It's not so much the weight, but it's the size of them. So I said, okay, no worries. I can understand if he said no. But he got back to me and he said, look, it's going to be £4.80 per parcel. I'm not going to combine them. So although I knew that Hermes was cheaper, I paid £10 each item. So I paid £20 for both, plus £10 postage. So £30 outlay. But I knew that these things would sell well. The Toothless Build-A-Bear sells for 25, 30 quite regularly. And the mug set, that would have been quite an earner. The mugs individually sell for £28 each. Together, a pack sold for $49.99. And also, there was not a single one on eBay still in its original box unused, which is what these were. So I could have maybe got 70 plus for these quite easily. But unfortunately, nothing arrived. Nothing turned up at all. He used Royal Mail, which he said to me, I'm going to take it to the post office tomorrow. I use Royal Mail. Okay, no problem. But nothing turned up after like 6 days. So I messaged him, got no reply. I also had him on as a text message, got absolutely no reply at all for days and days and days. So what I did was, not many people know this, but what I did was, when you go to Facebook and you type in somebody's email address, as long as that email address is used with an account, you'll be able to find that person. So if so you type in someone's email address and you get one profile appear in the search box, and it's whoever that email belongs to. So not many people realize you can search by email address. So I tried that with him, and his profile came up. And so what I did was I basically messaged him, and I said, look, mate, I found your Facebook profile. This was that I messaged him as in text message. I said, I found your Facebook profile. You've been ignoring me. I feel like you've scammed me here. I will get my money back. I'll get it from PayPal, so I ain't fussed. I said, but do your friends, your family know that you like to scam people? Because I feel like I've been scammed here. Nothing has arrived. You've ignored my messages. You were very quick to reply to me when I said, how can I pay you? When how do you want the money? You were very quick then. But as soon as I want something, you vanish for days. And literally 5 minutes after I sent that message, I got a message from PayPal saying that you've been refunded £30 from this seller. And there was a little note attached saying, oh, sorry, I did send them, but the mugs came back broke, which I personally think is ridiculous. When you look at these boxes, the box is about that big, and it opens up from the top, and there's like those kind of egg box material placement holders in the top and bottom, and it's also wrapped up with bubble wrap and everything. The fact that both mugs he sell, both mugs are broken. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage. If he'd sent them just by himself in a jiffy bag, maybe, but there's no way they would have been broken in that surround. No way. And he said, oh, that came back to me yesterday. That came back to me to my address. And the Toothless Build-A-Bear has just gone missing. I haven't got it, and it appears you haven't got it. So if it ever turns up, would you let me know? It screamed of excuse all the way through. Either he had lost them and he didn't have the nerve to tell me that I couldn't have them anymore, or the more likely reason is that he basically decided before sending them to me to have a quick look on eBay for them. And then he realised how much they actually sell for. So I think that's probably what's happened. The fact that both of them had this magic reason that I couldn't have them anymore. And then about a day or two later, I got a text message from him saying, oh, sorry, I also ignored the messages, but I broke my phone the same day. So, I thought, well, let's be honest. So I was just checking. I thought I had a message from eBay, but yeah. So I was thinking, let's be honest here. It's going to be very unlikely that all that happened to him in one thing. So I'm gonna keep an eye on eBay because I know what the pictures look like, I'm going to see if he's selling them on there instead. It's not like I can do much. It's just, you know, just for my own personal reasons. But yeah, so that was annoying. Like I said, I am getting a refund for that, but it's annoying because PayPal put a pending on it until tomorrow, I believe. And it says refund pending until the 3rd. So I think it's because he paid with his bank account. Sorry, I paid with my bank account, and he put it in his bank account. So there's also bank processing times in there as well. So it's a bit annoying, but I will be getting that back. So yeah, I believe that's it. This has gone on far too long. So I apologise. But yeah, so that's basically been my week. So a few Gumtree issues, a few delivery issues, but a few good pickups, and hopefully my sales will start to pick up soon. Because been a bit disappointed. I expected to sell the Lego Scorpio already. I expected to sell at least a few Trivial Pursuit stuff. I mean, it's only the additional cards I'm selling right now, but I expected at least some of them to go, but there's not been any. I expected some of the plush toys. There's been some of my plush toys have been viewed by like 60, 70 people. I also expected to sell the massive bundle of DVDs I've got, which is 230 plus. I think it's like 238 DVDs. I've listed them for £99.99 with £20 postage. Or collection is available if you prefer. I've had 189 viewers. I've got 6 watchers, and I've had 2 offers. One was it was £60 plus 20 postage, and I was tempted with that, but the guy who made the offer had 0 feedback, so I didn't really. He was in the West Midlands as well, so I knew he weren't going to come and collect them. And I'm thinking, well, if you had no feedback, why would your first purchase be 230 plus DVDs? There's a chance that it could have been a new car boot seller or whatever, and he doesn't really do eBay, but he signed up just for them. I don't know, but yeah, I didn't really want to sell to him. And the second guy said he'd pay £70. He had better feedback. It was like 200 odd feedback. But he said he'll pay £70 but no postage. But he still expected me to post them. So for me, there would have been, what, 40, 50 quid in it if I'm lucky. It's not enough for me. If I did send him a counter offer of £70 plus 20 postage, but I got no reply and the offer just expired. So, but yeah, I'll keep trying to sell them. If someone offered me 70 plus the 20 postage or 70 plus collection, to be honest, I'd probably take it because they're just sitting there. They're in the way. It's 230 DVDs that I'd have to sell individually otherwise. So, and they're literally they're DVDs that have a value of between 1 pence and like 2 quid. So, you know, there's not really much resale on their own. So anyway, thank you for watching. This has gone for like 45 minutes, or 45 minutes. But yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a good weekend of pickups and sales and everything else that's good with reselling. So thank you very much. And I'm not sure when my next video is going to be because I'm actually away from the 10th until the 16th. But the good thing is, between those times, I'll be going to about 6 charity shops and, fingers crossed, a car boot sale. Finally. For those of you that have watched me all the way through, you'll know that I've never been to a car boot sale, even as an eBay reseller, never been to one. So I might be finally be getting to one, which would be the Boreham car boot sale, which advertises itself as the biggest car boot sale in Essex. So we'll see if that claim stands up when I'm there. But so yeah, so who knows what I may or may not pick up during that week. So yeah, anyway, stay tuned, and thank you for watching, and also thank you to all my subscribers. Just almost at the 340 mark now, I believe, which is great. Really, really great, and I'm glad. I hope that you guys are still enjoying the videos and the pickups and the sales and everything else. So thank you very much, and hope you have a good weekend. Cheers.